Hey guys, Sensei Costarel here with your blue belt video. These are the adjusted requirements while we're virtually learning at home, so you can still have an opportunity to earn your next belt, which is your green belt. So first I'm going to go through the new techniques of the blue belt, minus the kicks. We're not doing any kicks, okay? I don't want you hurting anyone or breaking anything in your house while you're trying to practice. So the new techniques, and then I will go through your adjusted kata, which is cut down in size. All right, so first the techniques. You have, I got my cheat sheet back here too. You have a square block, an uppercut punch, a back fist, and a spear hand strike. So one new block, 3 new strikes. Okay, so first I'm going to start with the square block. And forgive me because I'm going to have to keep adjusting my camera here. So the square block is going to start at our opposite hip. So if I'm blocking this way and I'm doing mirror image of you, so this is my left, but it's going to be your right. So that way you can just follow along right with me on the same side of the body. So I'm going to block to the right. I'm going to chamber my hands at my left hip, just like I would be doing a regular middle block. So I'm going to chamber, and these hands are going to come up. They're still together. And when they get to right about here, they're going to pull apart. Okay, and my left hand's going to do the high block, while the right hand does the middle block, but it's going to be an outside middle block. Okay, our hand is turned outside. Now, if you turn it inside, is it wrong? No, it's just a different type of block. Okay, not a big deal, as long as it's a middle block. So we chamber, we bring our hands up, and we block. And notice which way my eyes are going, because my block is going that way. I always want to keep my eyes on the target, even if it's just an imaginary target. One more time to the right. Chamber and block. And then when I'm going to the left, I'm going to chamber on the right hip. Same way though, bring it up and separate those hands. Right hand's doing the high block, left hand's doing the middle block. Chamber, block, chamber, and block. Okay, uppercut punch. A regular uppercut punch. Our regular martial arts punches, our reverse punches, start with our palms up. Uppercut punch is actually going to start with your palm down, and you're going to come up, and then it's just a little twist at the end there. Up, and then a twist. You're still hitting with those same knuckles you would on a reverse punch. Okay, the only difference is you're going to be, in your kata purposes, you're going to be doing it to the side. So you're going to be coming across your body this way. Okay? So when you practice it, I want you to practice it this way, across your body. I'm going to my left. And I'm actually going to be doing this out of a square block. So let's put that combo together. I'm going to go square block, and I'm looking at you. Remember, you want to look this way, okay? So I come from my square block. Now my top hand is going to be the one that comes around to my hip and goes into that uppercut punch, all while I'm pulling the other hand back for a back fist, okay, which we'll go into next. So coming again from my square block, top hand comes around to do the uppercut. Okay? Don't make it harder than it has to be. Around, uppercut. Going to my left, square block, top hand, uppercut. Out of the square block, top hand, uppercut. All right, and this hand's right there ready. It's kind of going to push itself out of the way when you do it. And that's the uppercut punch. Next is the back fist strike. So our back fist strike is going to start up by our ear, sort of like we're doing a low block, and we're going to flip that fist. Why do we want to flip that fist? Because we want that twist in it. I want to scoot over here so I don't hit the wall. Make sure you're paying attention to your surroundings while you're practicing at home too. All right? So again, it's going to start palm out by your ear, opposite ear. It's going to come straight across, and you're hitting with the back of your fist. Okay, same 2 knuckles as a punch. Boom. Going to my right, I'm chambered. Notice my chamber. Palms facing out, fingers are out. Knuckles are by my ear. Out, boom. Out and twist. That's a back fist strike. We're going to be doing this coming out of your uppercut punch. So we go from the square block to the uppercut punch, and then this hand's already chambered for that back fist. So we're just coming right out of it. Square block, top hand comes under for the uppercut punch, and then top hand comes back for the back fist. All right, if you want to challenge yourself a little more, turn those hips into it too. Because here, I'm not getting a whole lot of power. I'd rather see you get the coordination than the power. All right, so work on that part first. Once you get the coordination piece down with it, that's where you add the power. Getting those hips into it is going to add that power. So I come from the square block to the uppercut. See how I'm turning my hips into that? And then the back fist, I turn my hips back. So it's a little more of an advanced step for you if you'd like to practice it that way. I encourage you to do so. Going to my left here, square block, come around for the uppercut. This hand's already chambered. If you've pulled it back correctly, that hand's already chambered for that back fist. Boom. Again, from the square block, into the uppercut, into the back fist. Okay? With the hip rotation, I'm going to rotate my hips into here, and then rotate them back. All right? You can also shift your feet from a horse stance to a back stance too, if that helps you out. So I go from a back stance, boom, into my horse stance. Back stance. Put this camera up a little bit so you can see my top hand. Back stance. I'm just going to rotate around there and then snap back to my horse stance. Okay? So that's 3 of the 4 new techniques, plus how to put them together into a combination, because that's what you're going to be doing within the kata, the patan. Okay, patan is the Japanese word for pattern. Spear hand strike is your last new technique. In spear hand strike, you're going to use a shuto hand, okay, with our fingers nice and tight. And it's going to chamber, fingers up, okay, or fingers palm up, and it's just going to come out straight and snap. Okay? So it's like a punch, only with your fingertips. All right? Left hand. That was my left hand. Right hand. So my fingers are palm up. My hands palm up. My fingers are nice and tight. I come out. Just straight spear. To the side so you can see that motion a little bit better with my hand. Okay, and that's your new techniques. Square block, uppercut punch, back fist strike, spear hand strike. 4 new techniques in the blue belt. Alright, now I'm going to put those together into my patan, my revised adjusted kata for virtual learning purposes. Ski, right, loose, yoi. I'm going to shift myself a little bit so I don't hit this wall next to me. Again, this is mirror image, so when I'm going to my right, it's actually your left. So if you follow along with my direction, then you will be going the correct direction with the correct sides of your body. So I'm going to go in that horse stance or that back stance. I'm going to square block. I'm going to take that top hand into my uppercut, all right, which is my right hand, and then my left hand is going to come into that back fist. And then I'm going to do it the opposite direction. Square block, uppercut, back fist. I'm then going to bring my feet together with my hands in an X right up by my face. And I'm just going to bring it down until it's right in front of me. Okay? That's the first part. Not right in front of me, but right at my hips. That's the first part. So let me break that part down for you just a little bit more. I will do the full Patan at regular power. Excuse me for adjusting this. I want to make sure you get it all. So ski. All right. Bus. Yoi. Patan 4. Checking my surroundings, into my horse stance. Square block to the left. Right hand uppercut. Left hand back fist. Now going to my right. I don't have to shift my stance at all. Okay, again, you could shift those hips to give you some more power. Square block. Top hand, which is my left hand. Uppercut. While my right hand's pulling back to chamber for that back fist. And back fist. Then my feet are going to come together. My fists are going to come up in X's. And I'm just going to bring those straight down to my hips. Okay? Then I'm going to step forward, so that my right leg, forgot I was mirroring you there for a second, sorry about that. Right leg is forward, and I'm going to do my spear hand strike. Now I'm going to turn to the left with my left foot in front of me. Again, you turn and adjust to the space that you have. I'm going to do a left hand low block. That hand is going to come up and do a high block. So left low block, left high block. And then I'm going to high block with my right. And then I'm going to turn to my right with my right foot in front of me. I'm going to right hand low block. That hand that just did the low block, my right hand is going to do a high block. And then I'm going to do a left hand high block. Yame. Ski. Right. That's Patan 4 broken down into smaller segments. Alright? I will now do it regular speed, regular power. Let me adjust one more time. Okay? I'm not going to talk through this one. Okay, I'm now going to turn around and do it in a back view for you. The only thing with the back view is it might be kind of challenging to see what techniques I'm doing. Alright, but if you prefer to follow along this way, you can. You notice I'm not putting any key eyes in there? That's on purpose because I realize that some of you guys have brothers and sisters or cousins at home with you that are also virtually learning. So we want to kind of keep the noise level down too while they're in their classes. All right? But that is your blue belt requirements for your martial arts. Your 4 techniques plus Patan 4. Very shortened and adjusted kata for you. But please, if you have any questions, make sure you ask me. Have a good one.